Welcome back to the deep dive. So today we're tackling something pretty fundamental. This idea that, well, you can't really understand a person just by looking at them in isolation.
Right. It sounds simple, but it's actually quite deep.
Yeah. Our mission here is to explore why looking at the group is essential, how our traits, depend on other people being around.
It changes everything.
Okay, so let's try and unpack this. I heard we're starting with physics. Seems a bit unusual.
Huh. Yeah, it does. But it's actually a great analogy. Think about throwing a ball, just, across a field.
Okay, simple enough. Throwing a ball.
It follows that curved path, right? That arc.
Yep. Always does.
Well, that curve isn't caused by just one thing acting on it. It's what physics calls joint action.
Joint action. Okay. What's involved?
You've got three main things happening at once. First, the initial push you gave it, its momentum or inertia.
Right, the throw itself.
Then there's gravity, constantly pulling it downwards. And finally, air resistance, sort of pushing back against its movement.
Ah, okay. Three things.
Exactly. And that curve, that specific path, it only emerges because all three forces are acting together. You wouldn't get that curve if you looked at any single force alone.
Interesting. So the path itself is something new, created by the interaction.
Precisely. An emergent property.
So how does this joint action idea apply when we're talking about people, say, two individuals walking into a room?
All right.
Where are the forces?
Well, this is where it gets really fascinating, and it's central to the sources we look at. The moment people interact, the social situation itself becomes a powerful factor.
A factor like gravity or air resistance?
In a way, yes. The source material talks about mutual relationships and the specific arrangement of the group.
Yeah.
These things, they simply wouldn't show up. They wouldn't even exist if you just studied each person separately.
So it's not just person A plus person B?
No. It's A plus B plus this unique dynamic, this social force that comes from A interacting with B.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense, actually. I guess I said traits like, say, being competitive were just innate.
Yeah.
You're born competitive or you're not.
Well, the potential might be there, sure. But this perspective suggests those tendencies aren't really fully formed traits until the right social environment kind of activates them.
Activates them, like flipping a switch.
Sort of. Our individual tendencies often need other people to act as specific stimuli to even become visible.
So a competitive person alone in a room.
Might have the capacity for competition, sure, but you wouldn't see it. It stays hidden, latent, because there's no stimulus, no other to trigger it.
And the source material actually backs this up with examples, right? Traits that vanish in isolation.
That's right. It points out some really core human characteristics that just wouldn't be revealed if someone lived completely alone.
Like what?
Well, the big ones mentioned are competitive tendencies, pretty obvious. You need someone to compete against.
Makes sense.
Also, your tendencies towards the opposite sex. That whole dynamic requires, well, the presence of the opposite sex.
Right. Can't happen in a vacuum.
And thirdly, protective tendencies towards children. Again, that specific relationship, that stimulus, is completely absent in solitude.
Wow. So these fundamental parts of being human, they actually need other people to even show up.
Exactly. They don't fully appear, don't fully express themselves until we're in relationships with others.
So looking at someone in isolation it's like seeing an incomplete sketch.
That's a great way to put it. You're seeing the raw materials, maybe the potential, but not the finished picture. Isolation doesn't provide the social triggers that really shape and reveal our behaviors. Our personality, you could say, is often a kind of negotiation.
A negotiation between what?
Between our internal wiring, our predispositions, and the external reality created by the people around us.
So wrapping this up, what's the big takeaway here for you listening?
Well, it suggests that when you observe your own actions, or someone else's, remember that behavior is often that curved path.
The result of joint action.
Yes. The product of those mutual relationships. The social forces at play, not just some single internal drive working alone. We really are shaped by the company we keep, maybe more deeply than we realize.
That leads to a pretty provocative thought, doesn't it?
It does. If our most basic human traits need others just to be seen, how often do we misunderstand ourselves or judge others based on an incomplete picture?
Focusing just on the individual, ignoring the context.
Exactly. Think about it. When you're evaluating someone, an employee, a friend, your kid, are you seeing their isolated potential? Or are you seeing the behavior that's emerging from their current social situation?
Yeah.
That joint action principle. It's everywhere. Every interaction is kind of a live experiment, revealing a different facet of who we are. Makes you think, right?